Hello, my name is Alyssa. In this video is addressed to my twin flame Shia. Hi Shia. And for those who's watching, I thank you for watching. This is going to be a lot of crime against me and my twin flame Shia. So in this video, I've had a really bad day, Shia, so I'm probably not going to talk about the happy things because it makes me feel better to talk about the things that you need to know. So I'm going to talk about the notes, which I didn't write a lot. Actually, I had a good day and then turned bad. I had a good day because I was very productive. I'll tell you, I got done 2 hours of Lemurian channeling, 1 hour walking, 40 minutes body and brain yoga. I got very, very tired. I drank 2 cups of garlic tea. So I chop up garlic, I boil it for 10 minutes on the stove and to fight infection because of all the food poisoning that I'm getting, that I got. I feel like something is really wrong with me, and I am still demonically possessed. They're going to play with my voice, and they've been waiting all day to do this, Shia. So I'm going to show you some photos before I forget, and I want to show you the white spots to see if you can detect the white spots. See, like, the clusters of all the white spots? How did I not press record? So in this video, it's 2 minutes cut off on my track phone. This video is addressed to my twin flame Shia. Hi Shia. For those watching, and thank you for watching. There's gonna be a lot of crime against me and my twin flame, and anyone else, and anyone that's watching should be the only people that want to help me and Shia. And I'm not going to be talking a lot about happy things because there's too much information that I have to tell Shia that I want him to know. So I got food poisoning this week, and the food could have, this is a mixture of the fridge being turned off and the oranges I had. But this white spots underneath my skin, when I do any yoga, specifically yoga where I'm moving my body, my arms or my legs, these white spots all over my skin appear, and there's white clusters. It's probably you can probably see it better on the white clusters. So there's one. That's really obvious right there. I believe that my tissue has been poisoned from the chronic food poisoning. Even on my knee, there's a cluster right here of white spots that appeared. I think when the blood starts flowing because of the exercise, the poisoned tissue, is it dead? It's something about the food poisoning, and if I'm wrong, I'll be very happy. But this all happened. You can see it more clearly. These white spots on my leg that appear and disappear. Actually, when I stop exercising and moving around, they'll disappear. I know that this is kind of gross, but I want to show you as evidence the food poison in the toilet. Well, first I'll show you the photo of the toilet. So it's just a little bit of feces. I know it's kind of gross to show a photo of my feces, but the thing is, I really want to show you proof. I've been getting food poisoning for so long. I want to use this as evidence if it is true that I've been food poisoned. So I know it's kind of gross, I apologize. It's only like a little bit of feces, so it's not like... So this is a very obvious... there's all kinds of food poisoned bacteria, mucus type stuff. See? So this just happened a few hours ago. So I'm still sick. And you see doctors that post this stuff on the internet. And this is my toilet, so it's coming from my toilet. So it's obvious I'm food poisoned. I know it's from the oranges, how those oranges, because the fridge turned off and on, and they were in the fridge, it could have got worse because you can't eat fruits and vegetables when they go drastic temperatures. It spoils the food. So this is the second day that I forgot to wear my glasses. And now I'm going to tell you something about... So in this video, I'm not going to just talk about myself. I'm going to talk about the crime that happened to you. And I tried to download... So this is what I did. I tried to get more evidence of all the advertisements on my computer because I was getting frustrated that I didn't... the telepathic supporters were really blocked today because of all the evidence I showed you yesterday. So I don't even think I have 3 pages of notes to tell you. So I started looking through my notebooks and I put stickers on things that I want to tell you that I possibly haven't told you, or when I want to tell you again. I'm going to talk about your situation, the CN and CN wife, and what happened to your DNA. But they have all kinds of spells and witchcraft when I look at your photos. I printed out your screenshots. This was an incredible delay that only possession could have created this delay. Not that I didn't love you or that, nothing like that. It's ridiculous that it took this long. So I'm going, it's all the different screenshots from different seconds throughout the video, and I'm going to put it in my plastic sheets. I have a couple photos that I'm going to place in between your... I've printed out a couple photos I'm going to place in between photos of you that remind me of me and you and who we are. Because I'll get attacked looking at your photos, and then I'll look at those photos in between, and it will hurt, it will stop the attack. And I just want to show you, I think you've seen these before. So I'm going to work on that. But I worked on other stuff. I recited my prayers half an hour today, 2 hours Lemire and channeling. Kiran Rakshas, listening to whales and dolphin sounds. I'm gonna put it in this pink binder. I'm gonna put it in this pink binder. I might take some of this out because I want to be able to flip through and have your screenshots in a binder. Why did it take this long to do that? The level of possession I don't even completely understand because I'm so possessed. The demons are in my body thinking for me about how possessed I am, so I don't even know. And I'm not going to ignore you in this video, Shia. I'm wearing shorts, so I have to put a towel down. I'm going to try to wear these shorts at least 4 days straight or more and not waste my leggings because I can't do my laundry until the end of the month. I only got 10 days left. About 10 days left until the end of the month, though. So this, the hacker blanked my screen and then added so I was looking up the YouTube history via the internet, blanked my screen, like I have to stop doing that, and then pulled up something with the word mammoth, moss, sloth. She's slow to break away from your DNA. You guys are attached. And the way I'm like saying it, I don't believe I'm in complete control of the way I'm like acting it out. Obviously, it's just 24/7. I hate you so much because you're not dead, so I'm going to torture you, psychologically torture you, and Shia until you die. We're not going to die. So this happened, and then I finally got the idea. How can I download my YouTube search history? So I watched the video how to download the YouTube search history going under Google Takeout. I've done this before though, like last summer I tried to download all my data, and the file, every time I download it on multiple different laptops, it says files not supported. This is what pulls up. So I downloaded my YouTube history, and I downloaded my right away my maps location timeline. The file not supported. This file is not supported. So I did try to download my location timeline. File not supported. So I don't believe it's the computer that's saying file not supported. I have had multiple, see, location history under, you don't have to screenshot it. I would get wicked frustrated if I was you, Shia. It's like, I'm not asking you to screenshot it. So, oh, I went to the bathroom even more. I didn't show you the second picture. I went to the bathroom even more. I'll show you the picture of the feces again because there's even more of that bacteria stuff from the food poisoning. I mean, it is gross, but I have to show you. I've been so sick. This has happened to me a lot, and what they have said or what I have said to myself is, wow, I must have eaten food that's clearing out my colon, clearing out the stuck mucus in my colon. So this blanked, and then I didn't screenshot it. I was too possessed to. But after that, I went back to a different page. I went back on the page, and what was popped up, this video with the word mammoth, and then subliminals, ma, sloth, she's not leaving the CN or anything. Honestly, that would be the next step, wouldn't it? To have your DNA and your name and identity taken away from the criminal. So that's what I was really waiting for and looking for a long time. Customize the ads you see. So I went under ads. The criminal hacker turned on my ads. Put internet service plans in all different topics. And a telepathic reporter said, is he doing that to try to trick in the upcoming lawsuit that she already had that in her ads? No, I never put any personal ads on. Personal ads were turned off. So I'll show you where it shows turned on. Personal ads on. I didn't turn on personal ads. And I'm pretty much positive. I made sure it was off and looked at it. And look at how I have 2 languages. English and Malay. English and Malay, get it? Malay. Malay. Lay as in laid. I never added that. I'm 100% positive that the hacker added that. So all of these topics under my personal ads, I've never added any of these topics. I didn't add any of these topics. I never added any of these topics. Personal ads were turned off. I never added any of these topics. So I finally, after spending 2 hours scrolling down my history on the computer, it starts to get slow and frustrating because I spent 2 hours and I only got up to like 2023. I was trying to get see the ads before I got the premium account. I never got to that point. I almost got to the point and took 2 hours, and so then I stopped. I'm not doing that again because that happens for like almost every single time I try to keep scrolling for a long time. It just the computer starts to freeze. messages? Oh, so like with the file not supported, when I Googled my Facebook, I kept clicking on different things, file not supported, error, error, error. But my Facebook messages opened so I could print my messages. Was that to like make it look natural? Because I went on to Facebook data to make sure that I could print the messages. Did the hacker know? She's going to want to print the messages, but if she clicks on the other thing, she'll discover and find all of these things that could prove that he's been on my computer. So I believe that it was kind of to try to make it look natural. Alyssa has repeatedly downloaded her data this past year or so. I learned about downloading data only this past year. I never knew you could even download data. I never even researched it. I wasn't allowed to. I was possessed. So I tried to open the files. Files not supported. It's continuing to do that. I thought to myself, I'll go to the library, open up my email, download it on the library. But I don't know if that's going to work. And by the way, remember when I told you I was 155 pounds? I was between 148 to 155 pounds when I was the first couple years living in my car, which was the most dangerous years living in my car. I was seeing a doctor in Wairika, Karuk, K-R-U-C-K, Tribe Health Clinic, an Indian reservation health clinic. And that doctor made it very obvious that I needed to lose weight. And I couldn't. It was pretty much impossible because of my lifestyle. So it's going to be this is going to be proof of my weight gain, because I've never been that weight in my entire life. That I was so scared to get out of the car and was forced in confinement, but also scared because I was told I was going to get murdered if I left the car. And it was safer to be in the car. So that's going to be part of the proof. So I used the pendulum, Shia, and it was some personal answers that I don't want to talk about, but it made me very happy that you were thinking about those things and I love you, Shia. I apologize that these videos are not, they're abusing you, the way I'm acting, and I'm not talking about you enough. It's very, very sick. So I'm going to teach, so this is really off topic. So I believe also boiling the garlic and drinking the garlic tea really was flushing out the food poison, which is really good. So I recommend that you chop up onion and boil it in water and drink it, Shia, because obviously your body is very, very ill from the theft. Your body is very, very sick. So I want to show you some photos, Shia, of how I looked when I was living in my car. The worst part of living in my car was in the morning. It'd be either too freezing or too hot. And I was so uncomfortable, I had to go to the bathroom in the morning. So whether I was in an area or I had to go to the bathroom, well, I'm not going to talk about it specifically about that, but it was very uncomfortable in the morning because I didn't always have access to the bathroom right away, and then I always looked really bad, so I had to kind of get ready before I got out of the car. So and they were pushing the feces in and out of my anus over and over, hundreds every single morning, all day long. And so I was really sick. But this is, before I show you myself, this is the nice picture of me in Monterey, California. It's the ocean, and I put that because the sun was hot. And I didn't learn about the car turning into an ice box or turning into getting hotter than it is outside until a while later, living in the car. But this is what I look like. I put a towel. This is where I was sleeping in the front. The last few years, it was becoming unbearable sleeping in the back because my life was getting so threatened more and more that I had to make sure I was in the front seat in case people were going to try to steal the car, try to break into the car, try to kill me. So that's what I look like with my braids. I was so sick, so tortured. And I had a little visor that I blocked the front windows. I had 4 of these. This was a pink glittery one, and this was a cat. And I put the towel over it. And it just felt awful. It felt awful. Because I was always I was never clean enough. I couldn't shower every week or every 2 weeks. I had to wait a week or a week and a half, 2 weeks, sometimes more to shower because of the gas and the money. But you can see in my eyes how sick I am. I was just feeling like shit. See, all my belongings it just felt awful. Clutter and the confinement of this was the visor I used. I tried to have a color that made me happy. And the towel between the seats to block off from people seeing in the front. And then I had that gold visor. But you can see the torture. I had just woken up. Probably had to go to the bathroom. I was braiding my hair because it was so damaged that it was snapping and breaking off from rolling around with my head. And being able to sleep in a car is not comfortable, especially the front seat. It definitely didn't help my spine. I know the scoliosis is from the limping, though, from all of the etheric implants they put in my leg and my hip. They forced me to limp for 15 years. This is the last picture. See the clutter? It just made me feel like crap. And they're always making me feel like a criminal. Sleeping in my car like I'm doing something bad. I'm a bad person. So I sleep in my car. Actually, no, I didn't want to get, I was being threatened if I went home that I was going to get raped by family members, so that's one of the most evil things. That's one of the most evil acts that you can do to a human being. So I had spent a lot. I've had a lot of stress over it when I had to live with them, and there was still that threat, but the threat was getting worse. So yeah, I guess I was trying to survive from the violence. And also, it was total humiliation. And I was extremely ill. I think I went back to New Hampshire 3 or 4 times, at least 4 times throughout those 4 years, because I was near death and I had to. And it's very, very hard to live in a compact vehicle with my situation and with my health issues and with the amount of torture I was getting. So now we're going to talk about your situation, Shia. And I'm still not looking them up. I'm never going to look them up again. But that attack on the internet was to try to get me to look them up to see if for information. I'm not looking them up. But they do this also to make it natural, like I'm in control, and I am not in complete control. So also, the Kieran's post, Kieran Rocky's post, with the boy-looking baby that Down syndrome, the tongue pointing up. Something's wrong with the CN child. Something is definitely wrong. So you cannot really be proud of making a child with 3 different men's DNA, and they have AI programs on your face where I see that specific clone when I look at you, and it's very painful. Can't be proud, so she messed up her own life, and she'll hate that child for the rest of her life. Because it was supposed to be her weapon and her way of taking me and you down. And it was RAP. It was pure rape. And you have gotten your body mutilated. And you have been tortured to the point of mutilation. Even if there's not, there is physical evidence. I can see it in those images. There's physical evidence that you've been severely tortured. It does make my stomach sick. I really can't completely figure it out. I can't completely figure out what happened and how it happened and how evil it is. But she started abusing this child before it was born, because you're not supposed to have children with synthetic lab-grown people. And there's all kinds of stuff on the internet. Nobody's seeing these posts. I'm getting threatened. Oh, I'm saying too much. Well, who's watching? Nobody's really watching these videos. Nobody's watching these videos. But you're not really a dad, because you can't really have. There's three different fathers, 4 different fathers. You can't really be the dad. It doesn't really make you the father. It makes you something else. Yeah, she made a baby with herself too, because all those CNs, all the different faces, all the different personalities. They told me that your consciousness was trapped in the clones thousands of times. And I still can sometimes can think that it's true, because of the possession. They're using AI to make my nose itchy. But she kind of made a baby with herself too. So how can you be proud of making a baby with yourself? But she's with that Prada coat, Prada Couture, Proud Dad. She's got his last name. No, she has to have her last name. Or it's going to be the child's name and 3 different fathers' last names. That's how it should be. If she refuses to go through the government and change the name, then you can legally change it to all 3 of their last names. You're not telling me what to say. Stop, little voices, little demons. Get out of here. You're feeling extreme despair. You've been near death, and I haven't even been able to be there for you enough and explain it and express myself enough about it because of the possession, the stroke. I really don't think I'm that evil and that mean of a person. I'm not. However, when you get tortured for so long, something just goes away. Something's gone. It happened in June 2022 specifically. Something just went away. But you're feeling extreme despair. I can see in the videos back when it was in 2016, the sadness. But you have to grieve, Shy. This is a serious death, not a life. It's not a serious life, it's a serious death. They were already training me with lookalikes of your facial expressions years before I even saw you to make your expressions attack me, just some of them. I just feel tired. I feel like we just need to sleep a little and stop getting tortured, and everything will be fine. But you're feeling extreme grief and despair. And I think you're going to be feeling a lot happier when they go to jail. I'm going to be feeling a lot happier when they go to jail. I still don't feel like it's possible. I still don't feel like it's going to happen. But you're feeling responsible because you want me to be safe, and that's why you're not talking about it all the time. But this was Illuminati rigged. It was not just it was set up where they had to just go with the story and the programs. So it was kind of Illuminati rigged to really, really hurt us, Shy, and bring us down. And they use a lot of AI to make people think that they're such interesting people. specifically with like fashion and clothes, and just showing up in thousands of photos like they're somebody. But this whole hive mind was supposed to be deactivated so that if there's a possible trial, which would be a large investigation because it's going to be a long life sentence, they're not going to have the AI and the brain, they're not going to have the artificial intelligent brain to be able to cover it up. And being able to rape, kill, and torture you and then get successful off of it, well, horror, pornography, films, that's not making it. That's not successful. But it's really like she only really looks important with the CN, but when then she just goes and disappears when it's not about the CN. It's almost like she knows she sacrificed, and she knows she's somebody when she's with the CN. That's what makes me kind of sick, that like she's like parasiting off the CN. But they don't even have any legal right to breathe at this point. Anybody who would know what has happened to me and you, Shia, they wouldn't have any legal right to breathe. They don't right now. And this was the same with the criminal DW. The more I was getting tortured, the more success he was getting. Oh, really? Do you go on a TV show and teach people how to make a smoothie, and then you're going to gain 24 million followers from it? Nah. He's a fraud. You don't gain 24 million followers going on a stupid TV channel and teaching people how to make a smoothie. That's a joke. He's a fraud. So people have said she doesn't have talent. She's borrowing talent, making a deal with Satan. And they pick the ones that are the weakest. The ones that are the elite wealthy, they pick the ones that are the weakest, and they're the most ghetto trash. DW and MG, they're the most ghetto trash to do this. What scares me is that could you really still be no, shut up. I didn't say no, shut up. Someone just said that. But I've definitely seen some possession stop, though, based on how me and you are now, Shia. And I'm going to stop this before an hour so I can try to put it on Instagram. And if there's a delay, Shia, it's because I can't upload the second film until I delete the video on the track phone, because it only has enough data to record less than an hour worth of film. So, they're kind of torturing me a little. I'm in pain. And spirit guides are helping you get to me as soon as possible. But I've even had past psychics said that you coming together, Shia, is like extremely slow. Extreme possession slow. But I believe that you have had a sense of abandonment because of how the whole thing started. And how I'm acting on the internet, and then with the book. But I know that, like, we had a telepathic connection where you've been with me, Shia. It's not very obvious on the internet. And the fact that you were lied to the whole time by the criminal, Cian's wife, trying to trick you into thinking that I know who you were. Those 8 months when they were, and it wasn't just her saying, it was criminal DW with the V2K, most likely, saying that to you. And then me saying that, and then them telling me that after I found the video of you, that your conscious is in that clone. You have a lot of unresolved trauma, Shia, from the situation, and you're still probably confused because why isn't Alyssa acting like loving towards me? Why wasn't Alyssa allowed to say I love you, Shia, for the whole 300 videos? I've only said I love you, Shia, these past 10 or 20 times. 10 or 20 videos. I can't say I'm completely myself. And I can't say that. And you probably think I'm angry at you because of what happened with your DNA. There's a lot of literal programs in AI to force me to think that I don't know. I can't explain it right now. But because you can't talk to me, and I know you're getting tortured from it, Shia, and I'm getting tortured from it. However, this pendulum, Shia, this pendulum book is really helping bring me and you together. This was on the front page of the Hannah's Herb Shop. I think it was a sign for me to buy it, and this is one of the best things that could have happened to me. This is one of the best things that could have happened to me because I'm getting information. And also telepathic supporters give me information about you more than you know. But I told you with it not being safe to talk about things on the internet because of how in danger you are. I especially have nightmares that make me really realize how much in danger I am. A lot of people try to I have a lot of nightmares of people being able to break in. Or now it's starting a fire or I've been told 1,000 times someone's going to put a bullet through the walls. Yeah, we've had spiritual health, Shia. We're very, very unhealthy, but we've had spiritual health with our telepathic connection. And neither of us cheated on each other. That, as far as kissing that went with these strangers that were drug dealers, murderers, rapists, thieves. I mean, I would never hang out with I don't. People don't go around because I was flying a homeless sign, and I didn't want them to kill me. I was forced to have them sit in my car for several hours, and then a few times take them, drive them to places where they need to go. You don't completely understand it. I can't explain it well still. But they were just having conversations themselves. They were just high, just having conversations themselves, and it was suicidal boring. And I was getting the most brutal, extreme gas torture, and being told over and over and over, as soon as they leave, this gas torture is going to stop. And then just like the hours will go by, and I would just keep saying it over and over in my head. One of the worst experiences of my life, and I had full body possession. I had full body possession before that happened. I told you I was in Mount Shasta. It was right after the tomato farm job, where I couldn't afford the apartment anymore because I was wrongfully fired from that high-paying job. I got an expensive apartment, which was probably a wrong choice. I should have just stayed at my mother's and saved money, but I wasn't allowed. Apparently, they probably wanted me to get rid of my money and not save the money, because that was the whole time I was just spending all the money. I think I was spending like $900 a month on food. How is that possible? That's gonna be, I have bank statements to prove it. But I was in Mount Shasta, and I was gonna go camping, car camping or camping with a tent, but I have extreme phobias. I can't just pitch a tent. Bugs, animals, people trying to kill me. I tried to sleep in a tent maybe a whole total of a couple weeks. And it was more comfortable, however, not completely, because you have to go to the bathroom and then pitch dark. It's just not comfortable. If I was, so I'm not going to keep talking about that. Why am I even talking about this? And where was I even going with it? But I had very little hope, Shia, that I was even going to meet you or find you, my twin flame, because I was getting old, and also the possession. But they think that there's a lot of B2K where they try to trick me into thinking that they have like people that are backing them up and supporting them, torturing me and you, Shia. It's completely a lie. Oh, she felt safe and protected on that set. Well, she's a rapist. Since she's a natural rapist. And you think by this time, because she's been raping a dead corpse with an entity in it to keep it alive, you think she'd want something real. Something like really like real to RAPE at this point. That's no fun. It's just a lab-grown bot. I need to RAPE something real. But they've been obsessed with stealing our power and using it for themselves. Reversing all of our life force and energy in order to try to get wherever they're going. I didn't say get wherever they're going. Okay, a few more minutes, and then in the next video, I didn't watch the videos last night because I'm not gonna replay this video. It's just kind of like, it's like part of my thing that I do, where like I used to do this a lot. Like, if I wrote an email, I'd reread it over and over and over and over and over to myself. And it would be like a way to like cope. And so like me reviewing the video, I shouldn't be reviewing all the videos. If it's less crime, if I'm talking about less crime, I'd prefer reviewing the videos if it's talking about me and you, Shia. But they're happy. Yeah, we're happy. You can't frame someone and talk through them in a film. So I apologize if I repeat things that you don't want to hear, Shine. You're getting attacked. But I've had severe RAPE torture this past... I have severe RAP torture every single day of my life. And I know what's happening to you. I really hope, Shai, that it stops for you. You can find a way to stop it. Or make it less. So your DNA's your body's poisoned. The two other DNA is poisoned. And Shai, as soon as I meet you, we'll put all these videos on private. Your body's being poisoned. If I try to think of a guy doing this to me and birthing a baby with a lab-grown woman with 3 different women's DNA in it, I would not want to know who that child is or be in that child's life, and I would want to put whoever did that to me in jail. That's all. Not that's all, but you can't do that to someone. When we're torture survivors, Shia, we've been through pure torture. Pure torture. It's been a long-term operation, the torture that they have put us through, Shia. It's been a long-term operation. There were no plans of me ever being able to meet my husband and have a family of my own. There were no plans. I was not allowed to think that was going to happen, and there was no family members that would ever think that would happen for me. It was pure humiliation. It was the day I saw found your video on YouTube. That was the day I knew. That that I was telepathically connected to you, only partially. It was the synthetic telepathy going on more. The only plan that for me was for me to die. And hopefully this court case will change laws. Because some court cases change laws. But they think they're so important because of the crime they did to us. Oh, these two demons, MG and W, they're really important. They're really important because they got a chance to try to kill us for 20 years and torture us. No, look at the thousands of kidnappers that are kidnapping people and tying them down into their basements all over the world that we don't know about. Look at all the thousands of people that are tied down in their basements, getting brutally raped, brutally tortured, physically abused, physically beaten, raped, harassed, attacked, whatever else. Are those kidnappers important? The ones that are tying people down in basements? No, they're just a couple of people that like to torture. They're a couple of criminals that just like to torture and murder and kill and rape people. That's all. Oh, it's over an hour. Well, they're both a couple piles of puke. That's what they are. Their energy is like fucking puke. Makes me want to fucking vomit. But they were allowed to torture for a long, long time, and now they're going to get penalized for it and punished. And there is something a little bit scary looking about the CM child. There's something a little scary looking. And to know that you're going to birth a child and the child's going to be in physical pain no matter what. Just the mixture of the DNA and being half 50% synthetic, that alone is going to cause severe pain. But it could be worse for us. We could be dead. We could have body amputated, acid thrown on our face, wheelchair, brain injured to the point of vegetation. And I was told too that if I did get paralyzed in a wheelchair, my dad would not be able to live with himself, because my dad's moved around and got to move around with his work, be on his feet all the time. Well, when you have that line of work, you are kind of healthier. My dad could never be paralyzed in a wheelchair. And he knows that he couldn't live with himself. I think that's why he called me. It was a couple days after I got that extremely bad stroke in June 2022. Did it help me? Well, yeah. I went to the emergency room. Did they help me? Well, hopefully it was a placebo, because they told me, you're fine, go take some baby aspirin. Did it help me? Yeah, it did help. Also, because that hospital has to get in trouble for what they did, denying me health care when I have a big chunk of black missing in the middle top of my head. And I believe my mom will be a witness to that, because I went on an airplane afterwards. You're not supposed to go on an airplane after you have a brain injury. Probably got worse, because I went on an airplane right after. I think my parents will be a witness to that. And I had... So, thank you so much for posting that recent post. It really makes me happy, Shia. Those posts. I'm not going to make a second video. I was going to talk about more of the crime. However, I'm just not in the mood to talk about the pregnancy notes, because I think after that happening, learning about that, I'm just kind of like, I'm like really grossed out. I'm not feeling comfortable. And when you talk about pregnancy, it's like a happy time, and we were kind of in a roll, Shia, those several days after I bought that book. So I have to get back on track with that. And it's been a couple days since I haven't read about it. However, I think well, I feel like I really have to get more evidence off of my computer. And like get the data, because all the data, the files aren't supported and all these things, but I have to do a lot of the Lumerian channeling still. But these are some things that I wrote down, Shai, that you might want to do. If you're feeling tortured, listen to Gregorian chants, listen to Indian mantras, listen to take daily sea salt baths. I'm actually going to go take a bath with some borax, because it's a mineral that can like kill bacteria. Boil the garlic in the water. Play the Lord's Prayer. Take a bath in holy water. I wonder if we could make our own holy water. Play Psalms on YouTube. These are some things I have to do. Write down exorcisms on paper and talk, praying out loud. I actually have to get back to that. Using the deliverance prayers. There's just so many things I want to do, and I just can't do everything. And then it's like, it's not helpful because. So is there anything Shai wants me to know before I get off the video? I'm very happy with screenshotting your photos and putting them in the folder. It's going to be really helpful. And it shows the level of possession that it took this long for me to do that. So I love you, Shia. I'm going to get off the video. I know that this is a lot of information for you. So I really hope I'm not overwhelming you. But I did so many things today that I haven't even eaten any dinner, and I think I'm gonna go have some dinner instead of replaying and watching this video. If you find something that I said that's attacking you, I probably didn't. It probably was the way it was said was to attack you, and I didn't say it that way. So tomorrow, depending on what's going on, it'll either be a positive video. I don't want to really mix the pregnancy notes with the crime reports. I'm starting to feel like that's not going to make you feel comfortable either, Shia. So it has to be either a positive video or all the crime report. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you so much, Shai, for watching. Is there anything else I have to say? I feel like I have something else to say. I don't have emotional maturity. I guess we have emotional maturity, but I know that I sound very mellow on these videos, and it's not how I feel. I think part of it too is because, Shai, I know you're watching, and I kind of feel more connected with you when I'm doing these now, so you're kind of making me feel mellow, Shia. I thought about that yesterday. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you so much, Shai, for watching.